Alright, we're live. We are very late today. But we were having snuggles. And, you know, priorities. I don't know if that's going to be better or not. Alright. Yeah, O'Malley and I were sitting here jamming to music, snuggling while I was working on a PDF for... Whoop, sorry. Dude, no shaking. A class, and then I got a list, and I have a whole bunch of things to do. I'm actually busy. Who knew? So we're gonna make a quick card today. Can't see. It's really blue. I don't think that helps. Does it help? Well, we'll see. Okay, dude, I love you dearly, but you have to move. Look at this cute little face. How can you resist? We'll just do the cat show. There's a TikToker. Keep going. And he does it's like soap opera music, and he does Life of the Orange Cat is soap opera music, and the cat's literally just laying around. It is quite funny. That's you're funny that I'm saying, because I can't remember the exact words he uses, but it's hilarious. Alright, I have a bag idea and a slightly funny little tidbit. I started a base with this card, okay? And then I had to leave and do something. And I don't remember what my plan was for this card. So, we're going to pivot and do up a card. Oop, I just ripped that off. Actually, I don't think it was attached. So we're going to pivot, and I have a challenge with a bunch of poppy flowers for Remembrance Day. So I'm gonna pivot this, and we're gonna do some poppy flowers. At least I think that's what one of my challenges were. Let me double check. It was an actual color challenge. And this color is not in it. Alright, well then we'll pivot again. No, we're just gonna make this card, and I'll do another card. Good morning. You missed his snuggles. We were actually late because O'Malley and I were snuggling. So we're gonna have a quick card today. I have things to do. No places to be, but things to do. And I don't normally have so many things to do. How's the meds working? I feel better going down a dose. I'm still not quite myself, but I'm definitely happier that I went down. Decided to play doctor myself. So hopefully the doctor will be cool with it. Alright, so this is the... Oh, I just had the GSP up. Hang on. Brushed with Beauty DSP. And it is an online piece. And it's very pretty. Very, very pretty. And I don't know if we've gone through it before, but it's really stunning. So that's the DSP that I started working with when I was making a card and no longer remember what I was doing. Obviously it wasn't too important or too great, because she'll have to be. Yes, she will. I'm sure she will. She's pretty awesome and great. So okay, Clipso Coral and Petal Pink, of course, like the two smelliest of all pens. Okay, so I got this little a nifty fan, and whoop, don't put your fingers through it. I can keep it right here, off, just off, and it's gonna blow the scents away for me, theoretically, because scents are just getting too much. And I don't want to give up coloring because it's like so my favorite part. So you do anything fun this weekend? This is not Clipso Coral. This is totally Cajun Craze. Helps if you read your markers. That's okay. The tones will still work for the color we're going for. There we go. Clipso Coral. Went Christmas shopping with your fangirlies, let them try on what they wanted, and bought it nice. And you're done. Awesome. Hello, buddy. He's checking out my fan. Okay, it's not the O'Malley show. Oh, the TikTok was orange and jobless. That's what it was. Yeah, it's so funny. Orange and jobless. And then there's just a video of like 20 seconds with soap opera music behind in the background. And he's filming an orange cat doing absolutely nothing. It's quite entertaining. Alright, I'm not doing anything fancy. Let's see, what did I do this weekend? So, last weekend, was it last weekend? At some point in the last little bit, I moved my TV from the living room, which I haven't been using because I spend most of my time at my craft desk here. And we moved it into my bedroom, and we put it up on my wall. And so for years, I've never had a TV or electronics in my room. I just made that kind of decision, right? When you're so sick, it's very easy to fall into the I'm staying in bed, I'm not getting out kind of thing. And so I always ate at the table without electronics. And then I had my room with no electronics. and just to try and keep that, you know, mental health going. And, you know, I try and get up and I put on lazy day clothes, so I'm still at least changing and, you know, doing basics. But with my health fading a bit, I've needed most of my heart palpitations and stopping and all that kind of stuff's happening near the end of the day. So I've been hanging in bed around, like, I'm gonna do Mossy. You know, 5, in between 4:30 and 5 whenever Tori goes home. And it's been great, but then I'm losing, because I'm not sleeping, I'm just putting my body in a vertical. Is it vertical or horizontal? I'm just laying my body down flat, so then with my legs elevated a smidge. And it's made a huge difference, but I was like, you know what? Kind of want my TV. So we did that. So I got to watch some hockey games. That was kind of nice. Can you hear the fan going? And I don't know if it was this week or last week, Oscar needed a bath. And he was great. No problem. Bathed him easily. It was easier than bathing in Kea. And then, let's see. Oh, so I went to see Grandma on Friday. So the leaves are mossy meadow. And Friday is bingo. And I was all excited. I love playing board games. And Grandma does not, but I made her come play with me anyway, because it's bingo. And it's funny, Tori doesn't really like to play bingo, and Grandma doesn't really like bingo. And so we're playing, and Grandma wins. And they have a little cart of things they can pick through for the winners to pick through, which is kind of cool, actually. And I'm gonna do a crumb cake ribbon. And so I went to grab Tori because she just got off school and was being dropped off. And Grandma got to pick something out of the cart. And she picked a stuffed animal, which was a little chickie rooster. And she got it for Tori. And I was laughing because Tori was so excited and Grandma was excited because she picked something up for Tori. But yet I'm like, dude, neither of you like bingo. Neither of you would have played bingo if it wasn't for me. And yet Tori got the prize. You know, it's like, I should have got the prize because you guys didn't want to play. I do like bingo though. Although I probably couldn't handle the scent of daubers. I kind of wish they were using daubers. Like, I understand the reasoning for not. Like, it would be a mess. But they're using just the little chips on it. And yeah, and I got nothing, right, Marcy? Like, jeez. So they're just using the little chips, and it's kind of like a little bit like, okay, some of them, right, they don't know what they're doing, and sometimes they know more and less of what they're doing. And this time worked out really great, but because Grandma knew what was happening and what was going on and the numbers and the letters. But last time, she was having a moment where she just had no clue, and so she kept moving the chips. And so I was like, well, I don't know if you won bingo, because there's nothing for me to go on, because you kept moving everything. I was like, geez Louise. 4. Ooh, do I go white on white, or do we go on crumb cake? Let's see. Alright, so we have an option there. And then, what size is this? This is going to be 2 1/4. Okay, I probably don't need this on anyway. It's gonna be handy in the summertime too. And then 7/8, 3 7/8. So yeah, I was like, if you had daubers, although again they could just be daubing random spots, so you know it could be the same problem, but. Okay, so that's kind of what I'm thinking. I'm not sure this light is actually helping. I was just editing my video last week, and I found it to be very blue. Could go really simple. I like it's just that's a smidge simple. The other option too is I can fussy cut it out quickly. Because these ones are pretty small. Let's just try that. So, when you enter my grandma's home, there's like a display case. And so after bingo, grandma really wanted to go outside. She wanted to go for a walk. And so I was like, well, we can go out for like a short walk around the parking lot or whatever. And grandma's like, yeah, let's do that. I'm like, okay. So we grab Tori and we go outside for a walk. And it was really pretty, but it was pretty windy. And so we have to sign her out and then sign her back in. And between it all in the story I'm gonna tell, it was literally 15 minutes. So anyway, on our way in, we go in and another lady enters, and she has this dog named Bella who comes in and visits everybody. And she's just a little cute white dog. And I think she looks like a Bichon-ish kind of dog. I think that's the right one. And so we all stop because, of course, Tori and I need to snuggle every single animal we see. Like, it's the law. We have to, right? And as we're doing that, I kind of look up and I see the display. And I see my great-grandpa's picture up there. He was a local who fought in the war. And I was like, oh, wow, that's cool. And I was like, Grandma, look, it's great-grandpa. And she totally remembered. She's like, that's Grandpa, my dad. And I was like, yeah. And she got a little teary-eyed, and so it was kind of cool. And so I explained to Tori that this is my great-grandpa and the Grandma's dad, and this would be your great-great-grandpa. And she's like, that's so cool. And she's like, they had a a uniform in there. And she's like, would that be the uniform he wore? And I was like, no, he was in the Navy, so he wore a different uniform. And she's like, that's cool. And then the lady in the office came out because she wanted to see Bella. And so I asked her after she was snuggling, I'm like, did you guys put these in because they're related to people who are in here? She's like, no, we just did them because they were local to Nanaimo. And I was like, oh, well, this guy here is my grandma's dad. And she's like, seriously? I'm like, yeah. And so we ended up talking about it for a little bit, and then she's like, that's so cool, thanks for letting us know. And she's like, next year we'll be able to make the picture bigger and stuff, because they honestly didn't know. And I was like, that's so cool. And then Tori kicks in and goes, yeah, that's my great-great-grandpa. And Grandma was all happy, and I got like little goosebumps because I was just like, it was really cool. Plus my great-grandpa was like my favorite person, so him and my great-grandma they were my peeps, man. So it was pretty cool. And it's funny because Grandma totally knew who it was, and we were chuckling because we're like, that's not who she would know as her dad, because he was like most people that age or in the war, they lied about their ages so that they can join the army and fight for our country and our freedom. And so he's like maybe 17 in it, and then he goes, fights the war, comes back with Grandma, and then they have their kids, right? So she wouldn't recognize that picture as her dad, but we also do have the picture along, so she probably has seen it lots to remember. But it's funny how the brain works and doesn't work and picks up on and stuff. But it was really cool. That's amazing that it happened that way. Yeah, it was cool. And it was nice, like I said, for Grandma to be in a cool space, to be like, yeah, this is... Hey, buddy. Okay. Alright, I'm running out of... There we go. Okay, so because it's a little sparse, I think I'm gonna try a matte. Ooh, this is still out. I did Dream Marski, but I had the biggest mess on my desk, and everything was like literally falling over, like level of mess, and yeah, it caused me a good chunk of stress in my dream. Because that's how cool I am. Okay, and then I'm gonna do it. Can't imagine that. I know. It was rough, man. Alright, since it's just me and you, Marsky, you can help me so we can go white on white, which I think is a little sparse. We could go white on crumb cake with white. Move over. Or we could go crumb cake on crumb cake. So you can decide that while I just fix this up. I need to clean out the gutter in my blade, in my trimmer. Okay, so this is gonna go on dimensionals. last one, the crumb cake on crumb cake. I do love white space, but sometimes it just doesn't work. There's a big wad of cat fur on my dimensional there. I got the cats a new brush, and it's got like a little water mister in it, and then it brushes out all the water, and it's been kind of cool. Kind of thought Oscar would be afraid of it, but O'Malley was a little nervous at first because it totally makes a sound, so I'm not surprised. They like it now. Oscar really likes it. But it works great because it kind of helps so that all of the fur doesn't just go floofing around everywhere, which is really helpful because they a lot of fur comes off of them. It's funny how sometimes the short hair can be just a little extra crazy. There we go. I think that's good. I'm just trying to wedge the ribbon, or the twine, sorry, in between where I stuck the dimensional. Alright, so crumb cake linen thread that comes in the pack of, I think it's 5. And then, oh, I wanted to do bow. Flip over. And my fingers aren't working today. There will be no thinging happening. Okay, and now I'm gonna try more. I think this is how they showed me. So if it's correct, I've looped it, and then I think I'm gonna need more. Yeah, okay, hang on. Okay, so we loop it. Now I'm gonna have too much, and then we loop it, then pull it in. Okay, let me try one more time, because I did something wrong. But that's okay. Practice makes perfect, right? Okay, 2 loops. 2 holes. I don't know what. Okay. Last time. It doesn't work. It's okay. No, it's apparently a way to get a double bow. No, okay, not happening. That's okay. We're gonna stick with the bow we have. There's nothing wrong with it. At least I tried. A+ for trying. The concept's there. Because once it comes out, then you just cut the second row thing and it's supposed to be a double bow. Alright. I really like the colors in this guy. Doink, 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 doink. There we go. Yeah, get a card base up. Alright, I need some words. Better days. It's not horrible, but not really correct. I'm going to need to do some more words out or rebuy another one of the packs. We can do get well soon. Party time. Wishing you all the best. Oh, I like it. And the colors kind of work. Especially since I got the Oopsie Daisy creation there. So we'll do that one. And we'll go right around there. Good thing Oscar's not here. Oh man, so the other day I walked into the hallway and I kind of thought Oscar took something, but I wasn't 100% paying attention. And so I'm like, what's that? And then I look and I'm like, oh, it's a piece of ribbon. And then it's attached to something. And so it's all the way in my hallway, around the corner, into my bedroom. Oh, man. Yeah. Totally unwound. Completely 100%. No question at all. So then I had to rewind it, which of course he also thought was entertaining, and we were just doing that for him. I just need to dab a bit of glue underneath. And so then he was trying to play with it while... No! Hi, buddy. And then could you check if you can figure out the... Yes, I do have a couple things that I have to do first, just because they have to be done today. But I will try and see. Okay, so these are my favorite embellishments. They're the faceted iridescent pearls or something. They retired and they're now off of the online exclusive list, so they are gone. Hi. But, dude, I still have some, so I'm going to use them because they are my favorite. If you don't have them though, any rhinestone, the basic rhinestones will work. They're actually quite simple. These just have the color in them. But yes, I will try. I will actually write it down so that I can get to it for you. Alright, so there's my card, there's my O'Malley. Hey, it looks, it matches on you kind of. That's funny. There you go. I'll take my photo with it on Mr. O'Malley. There you go. Cool. Alright, well thank you for hanging out with me, Marsky, and anyone else who catches the replay. And I will talk to you guys later.